ShalomYouTube.com, Pharisee here. I originally intended to make this video earlier, but as is often the case, life got in the way. I am making this video about the now mayor of New York City, Zohran Mamdani, because lots of people, mostly Zionists and secular Jews, are losing their minds and having meltdowns. It's both kind of sad and kind of funny at the same time. Back in November, in response to Zohran Mamdani winning the election, Torah Jews posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, and said this, quote, NYC Jews are not going anywhere. We are not fleeing. We are not in danger. We are here to stay in our beloved NYC. Congratulations, Mr. Mamdani, on an historic win. To all the Zionists out there, our sincere condolences. If you listen to how people speak about him, you would think Mamdani is the greatest Jew hater since Hitler or Haman. But people also said that Obama was a Jew hater, and that he was an anti-Semite. But Obama is anything but a Jew hater or an anti-Semite. It is true that Mamdani is an outspoken critic of the Zionist state, but this in and of itself doesn't make him anti-Semitic. According to two Gedolim of blessed memory, the Satmar Rebbe Yoel Teitelbaum and Rav Avigdor Miller, anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism are not the same thing. Though some might retort that, well, anti-Zionism from Jews isn't anti-Semitic, it is anti-Semitic if it's coming from Gentiles. However, this isn't necessarily the case either. While anti-Zionism can be anti-Semitic, it isn't inherently so, and the Satmar Rebbe thought it was important to inform Gentiles about the topic and show that religious Jews don't support Zionism or the Zionist state. For more information about this topic, see Rabbi Yaakov Shapiro about Hubert Humphrey and the video Rav Avigdor Miller, Does Anti-Israel Mean Anti-Semitic? Both the Satmar Rav Yoel Teitelbaum and Rav Avigdor Miller thought that Gentile anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism. Has Mamdani possibly said some things that are problematic? Perhaps he has, but it seems like he's backtracked on that stuff. So I'm not going to simply write him off because he maybe said some things that were problematic. Some people are mad that Hasidic Jews such as Satmar's Rabbi Moshe Indig and Rabbi Shalom Lando of Vishnitz met with Mamdani. While I believe that Jewish participation in political processes is inherently problematic, on the other hand, I see Mamdani as just another politician, and meeting with Mamdani is no more problematic than meeting with any other politician. On the other hand, you could argue that maybe it was necessary for Satmar, Vishnitz, and other groups to counteract Zionist fear-mongering and propaganda, to show to the world that no, Mamdani is not a threat to Jews, and to put a different perspective out there other than the fear-mongering and propaganda of the Zionists. You could also look at it the other way, that Mamdani trying to meet with religious Jews is a gesture of goodwill. Mamdani didn't need the votes of religious Jews or the support of religious Jews to win, but yet he wanted to show to them that he is their mayor too. Mamdani wants to show that he's a mayor of all New Yorkers, including Jewish New Yorkers. In general, I believe Jews should avoid politics and not participate in the machlokas of Goyim, though not everybody agrees with me here. I base this view on Pirkei Avot chapter 1. You can also see Psalms or Tehillim chapter 146 about not relying on human princes for salvation, and what Rav Moshe Sternbuch says that relying on Trump for salvation is delaying the coming of the Messiah. In general, I believe it's best to avoid participation in political processes. One could dislike Mamdani's policies or wish someone else had won, but this should be viewed separately from the issue of Jews and anti-Semitism. The world hasn't ended simply because someone you wanted to win didn't win, or someone you didn't want to win did win. I myself trust in Hashem and recognize that he was the one who put Mamdani there. Bitahon, or trust in Hashem, is lacking in this day and age, leading many Jews to have constant fear and anxiety. While being a Jew comes with many struggles and difficulties, it could be much worse. We could be living in the Pale of Settlement. The proper response to difficulty isn't more paranoia or obsession with comfort and safety, but to strengthen emunah and bitahon. According to Proverbs 21, the heart of kings is in Hashem's hand, And remember the phrase, Ein od milvado, there is nothing besides Hashem.